Alright, today I'm gonna tell you the craziest Toronto rental market story. 3 days ago, a colleague of mine, whose office is right next door to my office, listed a bachelor studio for $1,950. The bachelor studio is located at 1 King Street West. If you know Toronto, you know that 1 King Street West is a good location, and basically that's the 1 King Hotel and a bunch of condos on top. So basically it's a combination of a hotel and a condo. You have condo apartments and the hotel suites. The location is second to none if you want to live in downtown core. But the suite itself is a tiny bachelor studio. So basically it has a very small kitchen and the fridge, I'm not joking, the fridge is literally this size fridge, and the kitchen is too tiny that it doesn't even have an oven. It only has a tiny cooktop and a tiny sink, and that's it. Oh, of course you can have your own microwave on the countertop. On a tiny countertop you can have a tiny microwave. So long story short, what happens next is insane. 3 days on the market, a studio, tiny studio, shoebox in the sky, but in a great location, listed for $1,950. 3 days later it has 10 offers. Guess the least price that this condo just rented for. I'm gonna give you 2 seconds, make a guess. Alright, so you might have guessed north of 2,000, let's say 2,050, 2,100 or something. But if I tell you the price, you're gonna say what a stupid or insane price. Alright, it's time to tell you. It got rented for $2,350. A tiny studio, shoebox in the sky. Of course the location was great, so that was literally the craziest Toronto rental market story that I heard in the past few months. I had listings that we got 9 offers, it was rented, let's say for example, $100 over asking, but getting 10 offers and getting rented $400 over asking for a shoebox in the sky, that is on another level. So after listening to my craziest Toronto rental market story, you might be wondering what is driving Toronto rental market prices so crazy. There are 3 main factors that are driving the market that crazy. Number 1 is that summer usually is the busiest season of the year when it gets to rental market, because most of the people tend to move during the summer, especially those families who have kids. It's easier to change or move to a different school during the summer, so families tend to move during the summer. The second reason is that the students who are coming to Toronto to study, let's say for example in University of Toronto or Ryerson University, which recently changed their name to Toronto Metropolitan University, George Brown College, or a bunch of other universities and colleges in Toronto. Basically the students that are coming to study in these colleges and universities, they need a place, and they usually add to the demand in the months of July and August, and it always naturally drags to the month of September as well. The third reason is that since a few months back, many of the corporations in downtown Toronto started calling their employees to come back to the offices. So those people who are working from home, now they have to come back to the office, and in order to save the time during rush hour, some of them prefer to come back and rent a place in downtown Toronto or central Toronto. So that also adds up to the demand. So these are the 3 main factors that are driving the rental prices crazy. And just so you know, in the past 6 months, the average rental price went up by 22%. But don't be frustrated, I'm gonna give you a little bit of good news as well. Historically, when it gets to the colder months, let's say for example October, November, December, we see a cool down in the rental prices. So if you're out there looking for rental apartment and you're frustrated of losing the bids, I can give you that good news that if you can wait it out for a couple of months, in a couple of months from now you're gonna have much more options and less competition. So that was the good news. Hope you enjoyed today's video. If this video brought any value to you, please share it with your friends and subscribe to my channels and hit that like button. Have a wonderful day. Bye.